We welcome you to Noche and Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, tonight a celebration of the Latin culture. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge. Well, you're right, D.A. It'll be scary. Thanks. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Red Hot. A-Train is out there with Big Smooth. Then there's the Professor. And it's Maverick in at the 3, the small forward. Clark, there's nothing like opening night. Preseason in the rearview mirror. Now the games count for real. Terrific time.
Yeah, exciting for everybody because hope springs eternal for all teams in the league after you get beyond preseason. And the games do count. They start calculating and documenting W's and L's.
Don't let go of the rope in this one, Clark. Hold on tight, buckle in. A lot of pace, a lot of speed between these two teams.
No doubt about it, Kevin. And if you like popcorn, you better be able to eat it with your head up because this one will be fast and furious.
Well, then you're talking about yourself because our fans probably don't know this, but you're eating popcorn all the time during these games.
Hey, I love popcorn, and there's nothing like enjoying fresh popcorn in an arena. It doesn't get better than that.
I know it.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Pass to Smooth. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Here's the Professor. Passes it to Red Hot. Now the pass to A-Train. Here's Red Hot. Shot clock at 6. No good from outside. Gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's B with nobody on him. He buries the jumper.
Already finding his spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
Here's the Professor. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Here's A-Train. And the layup falls.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Smooth passes to Jay. Here's B. From outside, off the mark. Pass to Red Hot. From outside the arc. They get the rebound. Big Smooth. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The away team leading by... We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Silk is out there with A-Train. Then there's A-Train. Then it's Big Smooth. And it's Houdini at the 3. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. Here's A-Train. B's gone 4-7 from the field here. A-Train, the pass to A-Train. It's deflected, and he gets it back. Gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's B, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. How do you think great coaches go about making that connection with their players?
Well, it starts with being candid and holding the player accountable. Great players want to and need to be coached, and great coaches find a way to do that effectively for that individual and for the team.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line.
Clark, over the last couple decades, the role of the big man has changed and required more skill, outside shooting among them.
Yeah, that's one of the things. And then the ability to move your feet defensively.
Yes.
Because the three-point shot spaces the floor so much, and a lot of times teams will have 4, maybe 5 perimeter shooters out there regardless of size. So big guys, if they're going to play in that type of an alignment, have to be able to move their feet and effectively guard perimeter players and also make shots from the perimeter as well.
Amazing to see guys that big out there sometimes with a one-on-one with a guard, like on the three-point line.
No doubt. And also the big guys, we've got a ton of them, Kevin, across the league that can really knock down the three-point shot.
Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Well, I love what he's done in this first half, at least so far. Increasing confidence every time down the floor. You can see it.
Here's A-Train. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. A-Train's got 4 points in the quarter. Gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's B. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
A really strong second quarter in terms of scoring the basketball.
Being one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Pass to Silk. Here's A-Train. The pass to A-Train, and that one is stuffed right through.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Here's T. Cans it from downtown.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
And you know what? The frustration for the defense is mounting because it seems like they can't miss out there.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Nailed from three-point land. And it's 9 points for A-Train. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Here's T. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. T's got his second bucket of the night. Here's Big Smooth. The fadeaway. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me, and that's the call we should see here. But no harm in going back to the footage and making absolutely certain.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it.
Right back after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of taking a look at this home squad. Kenny?
Well, the shooting accuracy was on point.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, B has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh, my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight.
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and then the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
They've got G. Mr. Fundamentals is out there with B. Then there's J, and it's Big Daddy in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Mr. Fundamentals passes to G. Over to the left wing. Here's B, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Here's Big Smooth. Lays it up off the glass. Big Smooth got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Here's the break. Here's the Professor. Count that bucket. The Professor's got 7 now in this quarter.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps, Greg, some type of...
Oh, what a dunk!
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Here's Big Smooth. 6 points for him. Banked in off the glass.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. The away team, they lead by 3. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline.
Just relax. We're in good shape. Keep looking for each other.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Big Smooth, Maverick out there with Houdini. Then there's Red Hot, and it's Silk in at point guard. And he gets it to go. 29 points for B.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. to take the lead. And that one off the back of the rim and in. He's got 31.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
That one, no good. Being a magnificent 69% in this game. Right wing. Here's Red Hot. Hits it from three-point range.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Pass to Smooth for three. Drills it from outside.
And the crowd is loving this long-range bomb attack that we're seeing here tonight, coming right back to answer a three with one of their own.
Unbelievable couple of possessions here, Greg. I mean, the energy in here really starting to boil.
Here's Jay. Offensive rebound. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth. Yep, that one goes. 33 points for B.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Here's Red Hot. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Red Hot's got 9 points here in the second half.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
There's Smooth. Good. And that shot brings them to within just one.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
So Mike Budenholzer decides to take a timeout here. Now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Red Hot.
And I would point to his shooting percentage as the key reason he's our pick. And that sounds simple, but he hadn't tried to do too much. He hasn't tried to force his shots, just kind of waited and worked to get good looks. And in the end, he's found plenty of them.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He knows this has been a hard-fought game. He wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Here's Big Smooth. $18 feet out. No good on that one. And Frank Vogel wants a timeout. Guys, what do you think?
And this is it, guys. Down one, they've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
The inbound pass, and it's blocked. Return to sender. Stuffed it and grabs the rock. The one-man step, and so the road team gets the W in this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time